All right, guys, after another hiatus, we're back. Welcome back to another episode of This, That,
and the other.
All right, so the thing is, we went into June, and June, for me and my family, we got a lot going on, especially going into July. So you start off the month of June, you got my birthday, then you got Father's Day, then later on in the month, you got the twins' birthday, then you got my mother-in-law's birthday, and then the very first day of June is my wedding anniversary. And then the 4th of July, not only is the 4th of July, but the first time me and my wife ever went on a date. So that's our dating anniversary. And then lumped in with that, every fucking June, we go on a family beach vacation. So the month of June all the way to the 1st of July is just a lot for me. So it's hard
to... Shout out twins' birthday. Big 4-0 for the twins.
Woo. Not 4-0, 0-4. But
yeah. 0-4, whatever. Yeah. Big 4.
If they were 40, they'd be older than me.
And then what's the wedding anniversary?
July 1st.
No, how many years?
Oh shit. 8 years. 8 years. We've been married 8 years.
Hell yeah.
We've been together 11. We've been together 11 years. We've been married for 8 years.
Hell yeah. Happy anniversary, Christina and Joey.
So let's see. I'm 35, so is that close to like a third of my life? We've been together a long fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, dude, me and my wife's been together. We're going to be fucking 14 years this year, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, you guys just got married when me and my wife started dating.
I think
you were getting married.
Yeah. I think we were together. We had been together for like a year or been married. Well, no, because we've been married.
How long were y'all together before y'all got married?
2.5 years.
Oh, okay. Me and my wife, we were together for 3 years when we got married, but we had a kid by the time we got married. So
yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever.
No, it's great. So like me and my wife, we started dating in July of 2014, and then our first kid was born in December of 2015. So we didn't waste any fucking time.
Yeah. Oh, so actually, it might not have been that long because I think me and Shannon got together in 2012. So
okay,
shortly after then.
Yeah. So about 2.5 years. Yeah. Because me and my wife got together in 2014.
Yeah.
But anyways. Okay. So yeah, the beach vacation this year we decided to take was Myrtle Beach, and no offense to anybody that loves Myrtle Beach or lives in Myrtle Beach, I don't think I'm ever fucking going back because the journey there was a journey in itself because you got two fucking toddlers screaming the whole way there, which that's what they do. They're young. They don't like being in a car seat that long. I don't like being in a car seat that long. I don't like driving that fucking long, but I'm not going to make everybody else's life miserable about it, but that's a whole nother fucking
How far is
conversation.
the drive down there? Like 6 hours?
6 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours up there. Fucking sucks. But we get there. And Myrtle Beach has like this weird vibe about it. And I could tell you kind of like got to keep your head on a swivel the whole time you're there. So we go into the fucking hotel room, and we put everything down. I go out to the balcony. I look across the street, and there's like a liquor store there, and I see a car sitting there, and it's got all 4 doors open. It's got like 3 cop cars on it, and it's got a dude standing outside of it in fucking handcuffs. And then I fucking look down the street. Like not even a block away, like look literally down the street, and there's another car pulled over with a dude in handcuffs. So literally the first thing I do when I arrived at Myrtle Beach is see 2 guys getting arrested. That's immediately what I see. So that kind of like set the tone for the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and I guess that's when you texted me and Mark and we were like, yep, fuck Myrtle Beach, already off to a good start, seeing people getting arrested already.
Kind of realized how this whole vacation was going to go. But you know, I like to see the entertainment factor of it, but at the same time it's like, oh, yo, like where the fuck did we just end up? But yeah. So the next day we're like, all right, well, let's go out to eat. So we start Googling around, and there was this place not far from there called Dino Land. And it's kind of like Bugaboo Creek was in Fayetteville, how that steakhouse had like animatronic, like a talking bison and like weird type of like taxidermy animals that would move around. So
where was Bugaboo Creek?
It was over in Fayetteville. It wasn't far from Tinseltown.
Okay.
Like on that side of Fayetteville, like old side of Fayetteville, not Peachtree City side, but like old, like Riverdale side.
Gotcha.
But we go there and like, and it's cool. You know, you go in there, there's plenty of photo ops. There's animatronic dinosaurs. There's pterodactyls in the sky and stuff. It's janky, but it's cool. You know, it's for the kids. We go and we sit down, and immediately we look at the fucking kids menu because we're thinking, you know, kids aren't that expensive to eat. No, here the fuck they are, because a fucking kid's cheeseburger is goddamn $19 fucking. And like You look at the other side of the menu, you see the other items. Oh, your kid wants a fucking cup of fruit, $19 fucking dollars. Everything on the goddamn kids menu is $19 fucking dollars. And then you look over on like, the grown up side of the menu. Everything is at least $30. Everything. There's nothing cheaper than $30 fucking dollars. We're like, God damn. So we try to work around it. So we're like, all right, let's just get the twins 2 sides of fries. We'll get our son his own meal, and we'll just share a meal because we're trying to be cost effective here. So we eat and everything, and the fucking and at that point I'm looking at the price of and then I start like dissecting the restaurant. Start seeing how like the animatronics are falling apart and how it's kind of dirty over here, and like I'm just dissecting it. Like there's no fucking way I should pay this much money for this fucking food for this bullshit. But anyways. So
if the restaurant's like that, I'd hate to see the kitchen.
And the thing is too, like we looked up the reviews, and it's got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google, and we're like, really, this is a 5-star place, whatever. So we eat and everything, and then
like, was this straight up a 5-star place on Google?
Dude, yeah. It's got hundreds of reviews, and I think it's got a 4.9 overall. Like it's got incredible reviews. So, anyways, we get our bill, and like. You got to explain to me how 2 sides of fries, a kid's meal, an adult meal, and 3 sodas cost $92 fucking dollars. $92 motherfucking dollars.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yes.
No alcohol?
No alcohol at all. Didn't drink at all here.
What?
Too early in the day. Still got a lot of shit to do. Hadn't even gone to the beach yet. This was our first stop of the fucking day. So, anyways, then the server comes to us and she's like, hey, if you give us a 5-star review, we'll give you a 5% discount on your check. I'm like, this is where the fucking 5-star reviews come from. This is where they come from. But anyways, we leave.
But also $5, really?
No, 5%. So I don't even know what that ended up being. It probably wasn't even $5 fucking dollars.
That's even less than tax.
Yeah. No, it was fucking bullshit.
Fuck out of here.
So it's basically fucking tax free at that fucking point.
Not even. That's less than tax.
But anyways, so then what do we do? Oh, yeah. Then we go back to the hotel and we get ready for the beach. Myrtle Beach has the worst fucking sand I've ever encountered in my life. It's nothing but cracked up seashells. Fucking cut your goddamn foot open. It's awful. It sucks walking on. You don't want to walk on any of it without goddamn sandals on.
Damn.
Then, yeah, it's just terrible. But then after that, we go back to the hotel, which, mind you, it was like an Airbnb. So the hotel was owned by, a private owner. So it's got a keypad on there instead of a key card. Luckily, I remembered the goddamn keypad number because after the beach, everybody's getting changed and everything, and I needed to get something from the car, which, mind you, another fucking thing, they have a parking deck which is across the fucking street like a block away. It's not even connected to the goddamn hotel, and it was a pain in the ass because the first night we got there, the only thing open was Burger King. So I go to Burger King, I have to fucking come back to the parking deck. I had to park on like the 6th floor because I couldn't fucking park anywhere. And then I get to the elevator. My hands are fucking full. My hands are full with bags from fucking Burger King, with 2 drinks from fucking Burger King. I go to the elevator. The elevator's not fucking working. The elevator in the parking deck's not fucking working. So I have to walk down 6 fucking goddamn parking deck. Well, really 12 because it's double-sided. I had to walk down all these parking deck ramps with my hands full of fucking fast food, then go to the elevator and get all the way to the fucking 12th floor with all this shit in my hands because they can't fucking put the goddamn parking deck next to the fucking hotel. But anyways.
Holy crap.
Anyways, everybody gets changed. And I got to get something from the car, and my son wants to come with me. I'm like, yeah, no doubt. That's fine. We go back to the room, and luckily I remembered the keypad number to get into the hotel because when I get in there, my wife and my twins are on the balcony, and one of the girls shut the door behind them, and they were locked on the fucking balcony. And she was like screaming down at security, trying to get someone to open the door. And then security comes back out saying like, oh, we got to contact the homeowner. They're not answering. We don't know the code because it's a private home, which there should be security measures in place for that. But never mind. I came and saved the fucking day.
Wait, so it's a private owner of a room in a hotel?
Yes. So he owns, I don't know if they're marketed as condos, but it's a goddamn hotel room. But he's the owner of it and he Airbnbs it out. But anyways, after all the whole beach thing, we decided that we were going to fucking go get something to eat. And my wife wanted seafood because we're at the beach. Of course, you want fucking seafood. Not on a Saturday night in Myrtle Beach. Everywhere had like a 45-minute to an hour and a half wait. We're not doing that. So what we did was we looked up on Google the closest restaurants around us, and about 20 minutes away was an Olive Garden. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to Olive Garden. We go to Olive Garden. We don't even wait 10 minutes. We get our food. The the twins both get their own meal. My son gets his own meal. I get my own meal. My wife gets her own meal. We get the soup, salad, breadsticks, all the fucking works. Me and my wife both there on margarita. We get the bill, $60 fucking. Fuck you, Dino Land. Fuck you.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, it's one of those places like no bullshit. Okay, so post COVID, Olive Garden was, and this is I would say probably like kind of probably 2 years after the whole COVID thing, like lockdown and all that kind of shit was happening. Like Olive Garden was the first place that we like sit down restaurant that we went to, like back into a restaurant.
Yeah.
And like it was kind of one of those things. We were out like somewhere. I think we were at like a Goodwill or some shit, and like there was an Olive Garden next door, and I was like, well, fuck, we're all hungry. Let's just go get Olive Garden. Like I know I hadn't been there in fucking probably 20 years before that. Like. So I was like, let's just go get Olive Garden.
There was an Olive Garden in Jonesboro, and my buddy Eric, who's still to this day one of my best friends. Him and his brother Sean, those are two of my closest homies in the world. But Eric, it was a thing. Like anytime he was going somewhere or like had a date with a girl, it would be like Olive Garden. I'm going to Olive Garden. It became a running joke. Like, oh, where are you going tonight? Olive Garden. He would always be at that motherfucker. He loves that shit.
But it's like it's one of those places where like it is the most. If there could be a definition or like a line of basic, bastardized, Americanized Italian food, that is what Olive Garden is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you go to Olive Garden, you are literally getting like the basic of basic, no extra, no frills, no.
But see, that's also kind of like, you got to understand, like you and I, we've worked in restaurants for over 20 years collectively, probably over 30. Like collectively, if you combine both our numbers together, it's got to be like 40 years.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Almost not. There's only like 3 jobs I haven't had that weren't restaurant oriented. Like, and I've been working since I was 14, and that's too much math, or not too much math, but math I don't want to get into right now to tell you how long ago 14 years old was for me. But anyways, so like we'll be the first to tell you, like
22 years.
No, you're bad at math. It's 21 years. But but
I wasn't far off, asshole.
But so we'll be the first to tell you that like when you go to Olive Garden, you're not paying for anything special. You're paying for the convenience, because when the plates of food at Olive Garden sit down in front of me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's nothing here that I could not have made myself at home. And I hope that that's true for everybody listening. And if you look at the Olive Garden menu and you can't make any of that food, just hit up me and Ian. We'll teach you how to do it, because
give you a call.
It's
we'll
very
give you the
easy.
lesson.
It's very easy. In fact, I'll even teach you how to make it better than Olive Garden makes it. But when you go to Olive Garden, you know, you got kids with you. You want to feed a whole family. You don't want to fucking cook yourself. That's what they're there for, and that's all it is. It's a very basic level
endless
thing.
breadsticks.
And you get endless breadsticks. Dude, I ran a fucking train on those breadsticks.
Oh,
I ate like
dude,
2
you have
baskets
to.
myself.
You have
Holy
to.
shit! I ate so many goddamn. And they had this gnocchi soup that was so goddamn good. It was basically like gnocchi chicken and dumplings. It was fucking phenomenal. It was really good. I wanted to take some home, but I wasn't gonna save it in the hotel.
They wouldn't
take
give
it
you
all the
an
way home.
endless supply of that.
No, they did. You get endless soup and endless fucking breadsticks and endless salads. So she even told me, she was like, I can get you like 3 or 4 cups to take home. And then I told her, I was like, well, I gotta leave it in the hotel tonight and then drive it all the way back to Georgia. Like I appreciate the offer, but I'm just not gonna do that. I wish I did though. That shit was fucking good. But anyways,
that's amazing.
The next day we leave, and we were gonna take beach photos, because we brought the tripod and everything, because that's what you do. In America, you take your family to the beach, you get matching outfits, you go take beach photos, you post them on Facebook, you get pissed if you don't get likes. That's what the fuck you do. Those photos are gonna hang in your office and hang on your goddamn wall in your hallway until you take new ones. That's what you do. You take beach photos.
Here's our summer 2025 beach to Myrtle.
That's what you do. And then when you get enough of them, you make a little fucking collage and you look at, oh my god, look how young you were in this photo. That's what the fuck you do. That's what you do when you have kids.
Y'all were 4 years old in this picture.
America, the beautiful, right there. That's what you fucking do. Anyways, but we just weren't feeling it, because we were just ready to go. We were ready to get the fuck out of there. And it's a good thing that we didn't do it, because mind you, how the girls all got locked on the balcony. Well, if we had actually taken the time to go fucking take the beach photos with the tripod and everything, we wouldn't have been able to get back in our room, because our checkout wasn't supposed to be at 11, but after we packed everything in the car, I wanted to go make sure we got everything, which luckily we did. But I started typing in the keypad number, on the goddamn door, and it had already shut off. So the motherfucker checked us out over an hour and a half early, and if we were taking beach photos, we wouldn't be able to get our shit out of the fucking room, and that would have. Oh my god, I don't even want to imagine the person I would have turned into if that would happen.
Yeah, but like straight up, fuck that Airbnb owner. Like, why the fuck did he lock you guys out early? If your checkout time wasn't until 11, why the fuck did he lock you? Like, what?
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Myrtle Beach is a bad place. That was just the experience I had. But then on the way back, we start looking at everything. Like my wife starts TikToking and looking at Myrtle Beach. She's like, well, we didn't go here. We didn't see this. We didn't even see these places. And it turns out that everything we see online and all the nice, pretty places in Myrtle Beach, they're not Myrtle Beach. They're in North Myrtle Beach. So for future reference, everybody listening, if you want to go to Myrtle Beach, just make sure you go to North Myrtle Beach because that's where the nice area is. And that's what we're going to know for next time we go out.
What's like the time difference? Is it far from?
No. I think it's only like fucking right down the road.
Oh, okay.
No, and the thing is, we kind of saw it in a little bit because we were staying like way down south, and when we were looking for places to eat, we started driving through the Strip, like all the way on the north end of it, and that's where like the Hilton and all the fucking nice like bougie ass hotels were. But that's North Myrtle Beach. That's where all the nice shit is.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, we stopped at Buc-ee's because you have to, and I had to piss. I needed to get gas. But dude, this Buc-ee's was crowded like a motherfucker. So Buc-ee's normally has like, or not normally, but always has like hundreds and hundreds of parking spaces. It took me like 15 fucking minutes to find a parking space. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And we go in to use the fucking restroom. The ladies' room starts at the ladies' room and it is wrapped all around the entire goddamn store. It's like an hour wait just to go take a fucking piss. This shit was crowded as fucking there. I don't know what the fuck was going on in there. You had fucking locals being like, oh, we've never seen it this crowded before. Yeah, no, nobody has. So the whole trip, I'm just glad it's over. I'm just glad I'm back home.
Was it the Buc-ee's like South Georgia?
No. Myrtle Beach is South Carolina. I wouldn't be in South Georgia.
Oh, then shit. Fuck, I got mixed up. So it's the one like up north. The Buc-ee's like north. Yeah, that one is drastically like I said before on like our last, but whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. like I talked about on one of our other episodes. I feel like the Buc-ee's in North Georgia is drastically smaller than the one in South Georgia.
This one seemed normal sized. It was just crowded, and like part of me wanted to blame it on like a holiday, but the thing is, this was last weekend. This wasn't 4th of July weekend. It was the weekend before 4th of July weekend. So I don't know what the fuck it was so crowded for.
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People just taking their 4th of July trip early, maybe.
I guess
I don't know.
Fucking know.
Yeah,
but
and
anyways,
it's also, I mean, it's hot as fuck down here. It's hot as fuck everywhere. So people are probably just trying to go to the beach, to any beach, you know? Like, it's probably what it is. It's
but
just hot as shit.
I digress. And like I said, maybe Myrtle Beach isn't hell on earth, but that was just my personal experience of it. Or it could just be, you know, like anytime we normally have like, I'll tell you this about my family. I love my family. I love spending time with them. And we always, anytime we do anything for ourselves, we always come back with a story to tell. And I guess this is just the Myrtle Beach story to tell. So don't take it personal. If you love Myrtle Beach, if you're from Myrtle Beach, sorry. I'm not trying to take a stab at your city. This was just my honestly, own personal experience. This is the only, I can only talk about it from my point of view. So
yeah, of course. And I mean, like, I think I've been to Myrtle Beach like twice in my life. And I honestly, like, I think I only remember one time because I went with a friend of mine and his family. Yeah. And I think it was like, it was their summer trip or something like that. But like his family were kind of, like they would invite one of his friends to like come along with them every year.
Yeah.
You know, and like,
so they were your rich friends, you know?
I mean,
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I had rich friends, you know?
Yeah. Well, also like, shout out Wes because like for taking me on that trip because like we had a fucking awesome ass time. Like we genuinely had a really good time. And it was on that trip that like I learned about like American football and some really gnarly bands. So like without and actually I do remember, and I have this vague memory. I think I was actually 15 years old. So like, there you go. I was 15 years old. They took, when we went driving down there, his dad was like, hey, do you want to get some driving experience? So they let me drive their car for a little bit.
What kind of car was it?
That was pretty sick. I know they had like a bigger SUV. I want to say it was maybe like an Expedition or something, maybe.
You know the first car I ever drove? So
no.
I was 14 years old, and I was hanging out with my friend Max Tony, who was in like he was like 2 grades ahead of me. So he had a car. He was either 15 turning 16 or 16 and just didn't have his license yet, but he didn't have his license yet either. But he already had a car. You know, one of those situations where they buy you the car before you get the license.
Yeah,
but
of course.
He lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like his mom was a teacher, so he got to go to school wherever. So he went to school with us because I think she worked in that district. But he lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere out in Henry County. Like nothing but gravel roads, dirt roads, like out of the middle of fucking nowhere. And we're driving his car one day and he just stops and he's like, yo, you want to drive? Because he's talking on the phone with his girlfriend. I was like, yeah, sure. And it was a Mazda Protege 5. It was the first car I ever fucking drove.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Nice.
Yeah, dude. I love that car sick. Too. It was the little hatchback. That shit looks sick as fuck.
Thinking about the first, I think honestly the first car I ever drove, I was young as shit. I remember my dad had like this old like beater, like I think it was like a Mazda truck, like old like, you know, like steel body truck.
Oh yeah, dude. I love those old Mazda trucks.
My dad like sat me in his lap and I drove, and I was young. I mean, like young.
Oh, Debbie used to do that to us all the time. Debbie, Jenny's mom.
Really?
She used to do it. Yeah. When I was like 3 years old, I would just like hold the wheel. She'd hold the wheel too, but I'd just sit there in the fucking driver's seat.
It was like, same kind of thing with my dad. Like
dude,
my dad was like,
time,
oh, no.
There was one time, and this really shows my age because parents used to do this back in the day before before accidents started happening, before laws were set in place. My grandmother would leave me and my sister in her truck all the time when she would run in to go get something from the store or some shit. She'd leave it running with the AC on, but she'd just leave us in the fucking truck. There was one time she had to go inside her house to go get something, and she left me and my sister in the truck, and the truck was running. So my sister just fucking and where my grandmother's house was, her house was right here. Right across, they lived in like a fucking compound, like a big property compound.
Oh, I remember.
And my cousin's house was on the same compound as hers. And my sister jumps into the driver's seat and she just yanks the gear shift down. It was a column shifter, so she yanks it down into reverse, and the truck just starts rolling fucking backwards. Oh. It was like a 93 flare side F-150, bright purple, badass truck. I love that truck. But the truck just starts rolling backwards, and then it smashed into a fucking tree.
No.
Yeah.
Did it total it out?
No. It barely did any damage, but it was fucking terrifying.
Of course.
And then you see Debbie,
F-150s?
because Debbie and my cousin Jenny lived on the same property. You see Debbie just come running out because she saw the whole fucking thing happen.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's hilarious.
Anyways, what were we talking about? I don't remember.
Myrtle Beach, dude.
No. Yeah. You and Wes at Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all good. No, we had a really good trip. It was awesome being 15 years old and getting to hang out with Wes and his family. Learned a lot about pop punk. And I remember like there was some like gift shop that was on like the boardwalk or whatever. And like me and Wes went and got like punk rock bracelets and stuff that. And Wes got an MXPX shirt. But it was a great trip. It was a really fun trip.
I got in trouble at a gift shop in Destin, Florida when I was like 7 years old because me, my grandparents, my mom, and my sister all went and we rented a condo out on the beach. It was dope. It was the first time I ever saw a dolphin in real life was in Destin, Florida when I was like 7.
Oh, shit.
Like a bad storm happened and then these 2 dolphins came out and they like breached right in front of the fucking condo we were staying in. It was fucking sick.
Oh, that's sick.
We went to... Oh, and also on that trip, my mom... You can tell she's from Georgia and has never ventured out much in her life. We rented a fucking minivan. It was one of those badass fucking vans that had like a TV and a VCR and shit in it. It was fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
But we rented one of those for all of us to drive down there. And she gets turned around in Destin, like near the beach. And my mom thought that she could just drive onto the beach and make a U-turn and fucking get out there. She got that bitch stuck in the sand on the beach.
Oh, hell yeah.
We had to get the fucking sheriff of Destin, Florida to come get us out of the fucking sand before
no
we go.
Way.
Yeah, dude, it's like a core memory for me because of how big of a fiasco it was.
That's amazing.
But anyways, we were at a gift shop in Destin, Florida, and my mom got me this badass Austin 316 shirt. It looked like Mount Rushmore, but it was just 4 skulls and it said Austin 316 on it.
That's bad as fuck.
Dude, it was fucking sick. But I had like there was like this I don't know if you remember them. They were like these little keychain plushies that you'd zip them open and they'd be full of like hard candies and shit.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get her to buy it for me, but she wasn't paying me any attention. And I kept asking for it and she just ignored me. So I'm just like playing with it and like she pays and she fucking walks out. And I just walked out with it in my hand, not paying any mind. So I accidentally shoplifted at like 8 years old or 7 or 8 years old, this little plushie with hard candy in it.
Did they come out and say something to you?
Nah, they never called. I snitched on myself.
Oh.
Like we get to the van and we're like sitting in the car and I look at my mom and I was like, "Hey, we didn't pay for this." And she starts freaking out. She makes me go back in the store. But it wasn't that big of a deal. All we did, I just walked into the store and I was like, "Hey, we didn't pay for this. I'm giving it back." And they were like, "Okay, cool."
Sick, cool.
Yeah.
So you could have just fucking gone off.
I could have
with it
just
anyway.
kept it. I think she wanted to teach me a lesson. It didn't work.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyways, all right. So speaking of music, I was thinking of some fun little rapid fire questions that we can do because
Lord.
I think I'm going, and you can do them back at me if you want, if you can think that fast. No offense.
Damn, bro.
So I have a way where I'm gonna find out your favorite band.
You already know my favorite.
No. I'm gonna find out your real favorite band because we're gonna do a comparison rapid fire question.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
So I'm gonna start out like this. So MXPX or Slick Shoes?
Oh fuck. Slick Shoes.
Okay. Slick Shoes or Newfound Glory?
Newfound Glory.
All right. Newfound Glory or Blink-182?
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory or Angels and Airwaves?
Newfound Glory.
Okay. Newfound Glory or Boxcar Racer?
Newfound Glory.
Newfound Glory or Starting Line?
Starting Line.
See, I knew that's what it was going to be. There we go. But then Starting Line or MXPX?
Starting Line.
Okay, we're good. I knew it was going to end up on Starting Line.
Okay, so I already know the answer to all of this though. I know MXPX is one of your favorite bands though.
Yeah,
like I already know that.
There's bands I like them more than, you know.
I mean,
because we could have ended up with the answer like, okay, like if I said Starting Line or Menzingers.
Starting Line.
Really?
Dude, Starting Line is probably like next to Newfound Glory. Starting Line is probably like my next favorite band.
Starting Line or Jimmy Eat World?
Starting Line, hands down.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, dude.
I
Starting Line, like
that.
I'm not like Stay What You Are and Based on a True Story. I've said this before and I will continue to say it. Are probably two of my favorite albums that have ever been written. Like I can honestly say there is not a single track on either one of those albums that I do not fuck with, even how many years after it's been. I mean, shit, we're almost 20 years past, if not longer. 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. It was 20 years. Because it was based on a true story that was 20 years old this year, I think.
Yeah, so like, here we are, still that long ago.
But I will say I'm surprised that you put Newfound Glory over Blink-182.
I mean, okay, so, all right, I'll break it down.
Because you're one of the biggest Blink fans I know.
No, and that's why I'm saying, okay, that's why I'm going to say what I'm about to say. Okay, so even the first question you asked me, MXPX or Slick Shoes. So both of those bands came into my life right around the same time. Like, and Slick Shoes, Rusty, that album, fucking amazing album.
I'm more of a Wake Up Screaming guy, to be honest.
No, dude, amazing album as well. Like a great album. And actually, I think I did hear Wake Up Screaming first because I will still like.
Isn't okay?
To this
wait,
day,
what album is Angel on? Is that Wake Up Screaming?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
But I was still never to this day the first track on Wake Up Screaming, the Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. That shit used to creep me the fuck out. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. But like the whole like beginning where it's like, I don't know why. It used to just fucking weird me out when I was younger.
Okay, but Starting Line or Insane Clown Posse?
Oh, bro, come on.
I know, too hard, right? You can't decide.
No, Starting Line. Come on, man. But I will say, Insane Clown Posse came into my life before the Starting Line did.
Yeah, but who would you, if they were playing the same night, who would you go see?
Starting Line.
Really? Damn. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
But it would be very hard. It would be. I will be honest. Like after seeing these past two shows that I've been to.
So I've got another one for you. and after I give you this one, you can do one back at me if you want. So in this one, we're going to find out your favorite fast food, but what I need you to do is to remember when you were not a vegetarian, because that'll make it easier. So we'll start off simple. We'll Burger King or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's or Chick-fil-A?
McDonald's.
Okay, damn. All right, so McDonald's or Whataburger?
I've never had Whataburger.
Okay, so McDonald's. McDonald's or Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell or Del Taco?
Taco Bell.
Oh, all right, so Taco Bell's
Simply
the winner.
because, okay, here, look. Here's where I'm going to go off for a second. Here's my shit, right? Okay. So
Is it what happened in Orlando?
What happened in Orlando?
When you sped out of the fucking Del Taco?
Oh, that was some bullshit. That was fucked up. But okay, and this actually ties into that as well.
Let me tell my side of this story first, because I think I was more upset than you were.
Okay, well actually no, hold on. Let me tie this and then you can finish the story, because the reason that happened is because of what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Okay. So, when Del Taco, for years, my wife, who spent a lot of time in California, told me for years about this place, Del Taco, this fucking heaven of a place called Del Taco, right? It's the greatest fucking taco spot. It's better than Taco Bell. Like, constantly for years talked about Del Taco. Then all of a sudden, Del Taco's opening in Georgia. They're opening at fucking Cumberland. It's going to be the first one in Georgia.
There's been a Del Taco in like no. There was a Del Taco in like Forest Park when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
My Aunt Jamie used to fucking go to Del Taco all the time.
Okay, well, I didn't know about that one. So I knew about this one that opened up in Cumberland. So like, no bullshit. We went up there opening week. Like, as soon as that motherfucker opened, we went up there because I had to find out what this goddamn place was about, right? So we get up there, and back then they served Beyond Tacos, right? Like, they had regular tacos.
Were you a vegetarian at the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, actually, no, I wasn't. And the reason
but you just took note of it.
Well, no, is because Shannon didn't eat meat at the time. I ate meat. Shannon didn't eat meat.
Okay, so you guys have kind of flip-flopped.
Because, yeah, well, she kind of is part of the reason that I started becoming a vegetarian.
Sorry, we both have ADHD, so I got to kind of stop distracting you if we're ever going to get to the point.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So we go there for the first time. And the first time we go there, I get my regular tacos. I get 2 regular beef tacos. Shannon gets 2 Beyond tacos. They give us fucking all beef tacos. So for the first time in probably 15 years, Shannon takes a bite into a fucking beef taco, right?
Did she throw up everywhere?
No, but she was very pissed. And me being the meat eater that I was just like, oh, whatever. Like, just shrug it off. Like, I was kind of an asshole. I kind of didn't think about it at the time. I was just like, oh, let me go get you another one. Like, don't worry about it. Like, we'll get it done, right? Now, looking at it, if they fucking fed me some beef, I'd be pissed off as fuck. Yeah. So, now that I'm vegetarian, we used to go there all the time still because they had the Beyond Meat tacos. So we could go there and still get badass fucking tacos, and they'd have Beyond Meat, and we could eat the fuck out of them, right? Then these motherfuckers decide out of nowhere for some stupid goddamn reason that they don't want to serve the fucking Beyond Meat tacos anymore.
Yeah, and that's where Orlando came in.
And
because
not to mention here, and I'll tie it in even more to what you're about to say, because there are still several states in America that still serve the Beyond tacos. Guess what one of those motherfucking states is? And guess what one of the motherfucking counties that still serves the fucking Beyond Beef tacos is? Goddamn Orlando, Florida. Still says on the website that Orlando locations still serve Beyond Meat tacos.
He didn't say they didn't serve them. He said they were out.
No, he said they did not serve them at that location.
He said they were
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
We're in Orlando. We're at Universal Studios. Me and Mark are drunk as shit. It's the end of the day. It's like fucking 12:30.
And I'm driving these assholes around.
He's driving, and he's like, oh, we're going to go get some fucking food. And there's a Del Taco right there. He's like, we're going to Del Taco because I can get Beyond Meat right there. And I'm even telling him, like, hey, like, I don't know if they serve Beyond Meat, but they have cheese quesadillas you can get. He's like, I don't want just fucking cheese. he's fucking set that he's getting these Beyond Tacos. We go and like
because it says on their fucking website that they serve the shit.
Okay, but I'm in the back seat. I've never eaten Del Taco, so I'm looking at the menu, or I haven't eaten it since I was a kid. So I'm looking at the menu to refresh myself, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna order this. I'm gonna order that. I look at Mark. He knows what he's gonna order. We pull up, and Ian's like, let me get some Beyond Tacos. The guy says, oh, we're out of those. Ian goes, cool, and then fucking drives off. Just fucking skirts out of the fucking drive-thru. Never mind, me and Mark are hungry and drunk as fuck, and we've already decided what we're gonna eat. Fuck us. And then where do we go? We go to goddamn, what was it? Denny's?
Fucking Denny's, bro.
Where you ordered what? Something that was cheese-based that you could have just fucking got at Del Taco?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I got like mozzarella sticks and shit.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I think okay, so we need to reiterate that. So you're misremembering what this guy said. He never said we don't serve those. He said we're out.
I'd be willing to say that he said they didn't serve them.
No, he said they were out of them, dude.
Shall we call Del Taco right now and find out?
If you want to call that Orlando location,
no, I'm not.
Be like, do you guys serve Beyond Meat? And he'll probably tell you, yeah, but we're out right now.
Yeah. Oh, conveniently, motherfucker.
All right, let's give it a move. You got any rapid fire you want to throw Marvel? Oh, I guess I can do one real quick. Are you well versed? You have favorite superheroes and shit, right?
To an extent, but yeah.
To an extent. You're probably not as into it as I am.
No, definitely not.
No.
You read way more comics than I do.
Yeah, if I read 2 comics, I read more than you do.
Facts.
All right, well, you can throw some my way. We'll have some fun here.
Oh, yo, I did find a sick comic the other day. I meant to tell you. So, yo, shout out Dave's Comics in Fayetteville. I finally fucking went.
Yeah, we've talked about them before. Dave's Comics is fucking sick. Did you go to the toy section?
I did. Super sick. I will absolutely say any fucking toy collector, comic book collector, you guys need to check out Dave's Comics in Fayetteville.
Make your way to Fayetteville. Dave's Comics is so fucking good. It's a gem of a fucking
collector.
place.
As a Simpsons collector, I didn't find very much, but I will show you because.
But I will tell you too. Be careful when you go. Be careful when you go to like resale comic stores because for some reason Simpsons memorabilia is always price gouged. That's sick.
Isn't it right?
Yeah. You need to look out. They got Fall Out Boy comics and they also got Radioactive Man comics too.
I have.
In the '90s, Bart had like Bartman comics. I think Bart had like there was like 60 issues of Bartman comics or something like that. There's a lot.
Yeah, I think I have like 2. I know I have 1 Fall Out Boy comic and I know I have 1 Bartman comic.
But I've been doing something.
I have a few like the graphic ones.
I've been doing something that's really against like because I'm a comic book purist at heart. I love comic books. I've got I've got a fuck ton of comics behind me. But I recently did something that I didn't enjoy doing, but I just had to do it for the convenience of it. I joined Marvel Unlimited, and literally every single comic that's ever been written by Marvel is on their app, and you can just read from front to back. It's fucking amazing.
I think my brother's a part of that.
Oh, I love it. And I still like to collect the tradable comics and the paperbacks and everything. I still love them. But dude, it's like I can't shell out $600 for this issue of fucking X-Men, but it's here and I can read it, you know?
Damn, really?
Some of them go, dude, there's one issue of Spawn, the original appearance of Gunslinger Spawn. Not Gunslinger Spawn has his own comics now, and then there's also King Spawn and She Spawn and all these other Spawns. Like I love Spawn. Even though I will tell you, like, sorry to go off on a nerd tangent right here. Like if you just read the 90s arc of Spawn, that's really about as far as you have to go to it because Spawn's been around for about 30 years now and the story has not changed very much at all. But I'm still very into it. But I think it was okay. I don't want to get the issue number wrong, so I'm not going to say it. But the very first appearance of Spawn Gunslinger or Gunslinger Spawn, he's on the cover and everything. And I've seen that issue go for like $1,200 fucking dollars, and it's impossible to fucking find. Yeah, it's really hard to find for some reason. I don't understand why some comics are harder to find.
Because they only do like a certain pressing of them or something.
Well, no, and that's the thing is you would feel like also after a certain point of popularity, you're like, well, this is selling. I'm going to make this many copies of it. It shouldn't be that hard to find. But for some reason, that particular issue, the first appearance of Gunslinger Spawn, sells for an outrageous amount of money.
Ah, okay. All right. Oh, and it was actually funny. So actually, I'm going to add one more thing that I found that day because this can kind of tie into the conversation that you, me, and Mark were having, right?
Oh, okay.
that day I found something else. So I literally pretty much bought the only things that they had Simpsons in the whole store, right? Okay. So one of them being
Oh, nice, dude. Comic book guy.
right, and actually wearing worst episode ever, right? Tying in to the conversation that we were having that day about, oh my God, Marge died in The Simpsons.
Why did you tell you? Why are you spoiling it, man? Why
I don't give a shit. And I'll spoil this for everybody too. Marge isn't fucking dead.
She is dead. She is dead.
35 years in the future,
She's
Marge
still dead,
dies.
but she's still dead. It doesn't matter.
Everybody's going to die in 35 years.
Okay, but she's still dead. So it's not that she didn't die. It's just she didn't die in the current time period. She's still dead in the future.
Sure. Okay.
So she
Ladies and
died.
gentlemen, Marge dies when she turns fucking 80 years old in this show.
But she's
Sorry
still
to break
dead.
it to everybody.
She still died.
I mean, yes.
I mean,
okay,
I don't know. Okay,
yes.
wait. That you said everybody's going to die 35 years from now. 35 years from now, I'm only going to be 70. I hope I'm still alive.
I mean, we can hope all we want. But anyway, so I just thought it was funny because I picked up this one on that day, and it just happened to be the day that like we were texting about that episode, and I was like, oh, that's fucking convenient. I find, and he was literally like, as soon as I walked in the door, he was like right up on the right, and I think Shannon actually spotted him, and she was like, oh shit, comic book man at the comic book shop. So It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
All right. So throw some rapid fire my way. Let's have some fun.
All right. Okay. Arby's or McDonald's?
Oh, this is controversial, but Arby's.
Yo, Arby's fucks, dude.
Yeah, Arby's
I love
is sick.
Arby's. That's why I
Arby's
asked.
is sick,
That's
dude.
why I had to ask.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Arby's or Whataburger?
Ooh, Whataburger.
Really?
Dude, it's that good. It's
Okay.
that good. Not
All
only
right.
is it that good, it's like 2 minutes from my house. So.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's
Oh
right
shit.
the fuck
Okay.
there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've never. Everybody talks about Whataburger, and
Oh, is that good?
we passed them, and everybody's like, I mean, what?
Not
am I
only
gonna
that,
eat at
you can get a
Whataburger?
side of grits at Whataburger.
Can you really?
Fuck yeah, you can.
Damn. Are they
And
actually
they're
good?
open 24 hours, dude.
Are they actually good grits?
Yeah, and they're open 24 hours. I am a Southerner through and through. If you don't have
That's-
good grits, I will call you out.
That's what I was about to ask. Even
Yeah.
as a Southern dude, they're good grits.
Yeah, they're good grits. You got to add a little bit of salt,
right.
but they're all right.
All right. Let's see. Whataburger or Steak and Shake?
Oh, dude. If Steak and Shake didn't take an hour and a half to give you their meal, I would go with Steak and Shake, but Whataburger.
Okay. All right. Dude, another one. Like, I fucking love Steak and Shake.
It's
dude.
their fries, dude. The fries,
fries
and the
and
Frisco
their
melt,
shakes.
dude. The Frisco
they're-
melt, bro.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fucking Frisco
Yeah.
melt, dude. I don't know if it's a special sauce or if it's just Thousand Island, but god damn, that shit's good.
All right. Well, here, I'll hit you with this, and this will be the last one.
All right.
Steak and Shake or Waffle House?
Oh, Waffle House. The fuck?
Yeah.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck
okay.
out of here.
All right. Same. The only reason I asked that is because you said the Frisco melt, and then it made me immediately think of the Texas cheesesteak melt at Waffle House,
So
and that was always
I'll
my
answer
shit
this.
when I ate meat.
I'll answer this, and then you're gonna throw another rapid fire at me. But do you not remember after the Lil Wayne concert, me, you, and your wife go to Waffle House? We go to Waffle House, and like, okay, so anybody who's listening who hasn't seen me eat, I put it away. I eat like a motherfucker.
Smashes.
I eat like a motherfucker. So we get there and we all sit down, and I look at Shannon before I order, and I look at Ian. I was like, oh, she's never seen me eat before. And Shannon looks at Ian all puzzled. She's like, what does that mean? And he was like, oh, you're about to see. And I flip over the Waffle House menu when the lady comes, and I was like, yeah. So, and I just do a circle. I was like, everything from here to here, bring me that. And
It's
she
like 4 plates.
yeah, and she thought I was kidding, and I looked at her all serious. I was like, no. Everything on this part of the menu and this right here, bring to me. And she didn't believe me, so she had the cook bring it to me like in waves, And as soon as the plate hit the table, I was just putting it away.
Next plate gone.
And then the lady looked at me. She's like, "Oh, you weren't joking, where you was like, no, keep them coming."
Yeah. And then I guess shortly after that, I realized that I left my phone in the Uber's car.
Oh my God, yes! Holy shit! Holy shit! Because like, so I just got done eating a feast at Waffle House, and I mean, when I eat Waffle House, I have a patty melt with hash browns on the side, with an all-star special, with an additional pecan waffle. Like, I eat the entire backside of the menu. I do, and I'm not joking. I put it all away. So I just get done stuffing my face, and then Ian just realizes he left his phone in the goddamn Uber.
Ended up getting it the next day.
He got it back.
I got it back. The Uber driver, shout out to the Uber driver. Will never remember his name.
Yeah, that's a
shout out.
Brought it to my work. Success stories,
Brought it to my work at that.
Yeah.
Which was even cooler.
Yeah.
But I do remember the incident at Waffle House where, do you remember the lady in the bathroom?
No.
Do you remember that whole
happened?
instant? So there was a lady that was like sitting, I guess, a few booths behind us, and she was wearing a very tight dress. Probably might not have should have been wearing that tight of a dress. Goes to the bathroom, and I guess in the midst of her getting undone from this dress, could not get it buttoned back up.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Done. So she comes out of the bathroom
chest naked,
bro, like holding everything up, like holding her dress down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, literally, this dress and her were both holding on for dear life.
Oh my God, yeah. Now I remember that. Oh, yeah.
But yo, I'm not even kidding. Okay, and I was literally just talking about this with my partner at work earlier. Like, I will hands down to this day say that the East Point Waffle House is one of the best Waffle Houses in the Southeast.
Absolutely.
Like, the East Point Waffle House, yo, shout out East Point Waffle House. You guys always fucking kill it. You guys always have tremendous service. Me and my wife actually went there before the ICP show. Like, they always fucking crush it, and it's always
Waffle
good.
House is legit, dude.
Always.
And like, I'm not just saying that because I'm from Georgia. It's well, part of me is because like one thing everybody knows about me is like and I wear this as a badge of honor. When people talk about me and they like explain me, I've heard it be said about me. They're like, yeah, Joey, he's Atlanta as fuck. Like he is a hometown. Like he is Atlanta as shit. So I can't help it. I love the city of Atlanta. And like I was talking shit about Myrtle Beach earlier. If you get mad at me and you come at me because that's your hometown, I get it. Because anybody who ever talks the smallest amount of shit about Atlanta, I'm ready to punch them in the fucking mouth because that's my home.
Yes, you are.
I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta almost as much as I love my kids. Like that is my home. And I hate when people disrespect. Like there's certain celebrities and certain comedians and stuff I will not fuck with anymore at all, no matter how much I love them, because they said something derogatory about the city of Atlanta. Like it's real to me. I love Atlanta to death, and I'll never stop. But I don't think that's the reason I love Waffle House. I think I love Waffle House because of what it is, and there's no other fucking place like it. You know?
No, there's none. There absolutely is not. And like you can like, there are literally like, there are people that come from other countries and come to Atlanta just to experience Waffle House.
And that's the thing. In
because
Atlanta, you got the
hear
best...
about this shit like in the world.
In Atlanta, you have the best strip clubs in the world, and you got the original Waffle House. What more can you ask for?
Yo, shout out Waffle House.
And shout out strip clubs.
Shout out strip clubs in Atlanta. But yo, Waffle House, sponsor us. Come on, let's get it. Let's talk something out.
What do you got to lose? All right.
We just want free hash browns and eggs. Come on.
Let's do 2 rapid fires my way. You can have them be comic books, you can have them be music, whatever you want, and then let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. So we're gonna do music. Ready?
Okay.
All right. First off, just because I know this one, MXPX or ICP?
Oh, MXPX.
Okay. Really?
Well, okay. I will say it's because I've been listening to MXPX my entire life, and ICP is fairly new. I love you, ICP.
True.
But you guys didn't hit me when I was going through puberty, so.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Who else?
Oh, but you have to lead with MXPX.
Oh, okay. So I have to lead with MXPX.
Yeah, that's
okay.
how it works. Because you gotta find out my favorite band. You know.
Oh well, fuck. All right, MXPX or Knocked Loose.
MXPX.
Okay. All right. Well, you said I had to lead with it, so that's why I asked. Okay. Knocked Loose or Kubla Khan.
So you mean MXPX or Kubla Khan?
I mean, I was saying Knocked Loose because Knocked Loose was the second part of that last question. So I'm just leading with the following.
Oh, no. You got to lead with the winner of the last one.
I mean, so it's going to be MXPX every time.
Not necessarily. I
don't know who I could pick as like another band
but,
that would
but
match
I'll say
up
this.
to MXPX.
I'll say this. MXPX against Kubla Khan. For some reason, that's difficult. But MXPX does win.
Just because the longevity of it?
Yeah, just the longevity. And I'm not going to get into it. But MXPX.
No, I already, you don't have to explain. And then, all right, so let's see. I'm trying to think.
I know. I didn't tell you we were doing this, so it's not rehearsed.
I know. That's why I'm kind of on the spot with it. Okay, so would you honestly, if I had to ask you who your all-time, and I know we've talked about this.
Who my all-time favorite band is, or like genre
yes,
specific?
Yes.
Because genre specific would be easier. We can go back and forth. Because I'll start with you. Like, all right, genre specific, who is your favorite hardcore band? You can name one or two.
Hardcore? I mean, do you consider Comeback Kid a hardcore band?
Do you? It's your answer.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So Comeback Kid's your favorite hardcore band. All right.
Probably. Yeah.
So if we went pop punk, who's your favorite pop punk band? Starting Line?
Starting Line. Yeah.
Okay. So if we go like metal, who's your favorite metal band? I understand metal's a spectrum, but
it is, and I know I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this, and I know there's going to be some people that come at me for this shit.
Is it Judas Priest?
Metallica.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Because you want to know why Metallica is a solid answer? I'll give it to you in 3 fucking words. Kill 'em all. That is fucking why.
I mean, bro, you could talk about those first 4 albums in general.
Because
like
who was their first guitar player? Dave Mustaine. Who started thrash metal? Dave Mustaine. Where did thrash metal start? Kill 'em all. Fuck you. Anyways,
hey, bro, we're about to have some outrageous comments on this one, bro.
Fuck. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah,
but
and everybody has certain tastes. Like everybody has different shit. Like
one day, here's the thing. Ian's known me for close to 30 years now. And one day, all the haters who do come after me at this will have the same moment of clarity that Ian has had in the past 30 years, knowing, oh shit, Joey was right.
Wow. Shit. All right, big words here. Big words.
All right. I'm going to ask one more. Then you can do me.
Okay.
Let's see. Your favorite hip hop artist and your favorite hip hop group.
Favorite hip hop
and you can name at least 2. You can name at least 2.
All right. I'll say probably favorite hip hop artists again, and I'm probably gonna catch a bunch of shit for this. Don't really care. Okay. If I had to decide, no, hell no, fuck no, no. I mean, I won't say almost the same, but Eminem is definitely up there.
Oh yeah,
like Eminem is definitely one of my favorite hip hop artists. But then again, like I also then when I go into group, I'm gonna say Wu-Tang.
Okay.
But
solid.
Even so, you break down Wu-Tang, like I fucking love Method Man. I love Redman. I love Ghostface.
See,
I love
here's
Raekwon.
The thing. I think Method Man and Redman as a duo, I might enjoy. I might not think is better, but I might enjoy more than Wu-Tang, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does because I
don't think they're better because you don't get the Jizza, you don't get the RZA, you don't get Inspector Deck, you don't get Ghostface Killer.
No.
But Meth and Red together are fucking amazing.
Yes. Yes. But like even so, like as much as I say like Eminem, like I will say like early Jay-Z is still up there.
Mm-hmm. Reasonable Doubt's one of the best albums of all time.
I mean, Blue Album, Black Album, Like
Black Album
amazing,
so fucking good, dude.
So fucking good, dude.
Fucking good.
So good. I think like phenomenal albums, but like there's so many people that like, and this is a thing because you're asking me right off the top of my head that like I'm kind of being put on the spot. There you go, right there. Like fucking great album, dude. But like it's one of those things where like if I had time to think about this more, I could probably break you down.
Yeah, but
like,
we're not thinking anymore. We're just
it's exactly. We're just throwing it out. So like it's one of those things where like even nowadays, like if you ask me what my favorite hip hop that I've been listening to a shitload recently now is, what am I going to tell you?
Earth Gang.
Fucking ICP, dude. Like that's literally the only hip hop that I've been listening to for the past 2 months has been fucking ICP.
Yeah, that's true.
So like it is what it is. Like and it's one of those things where like, and I honestly feel, of course, everybody's going to have their favorites and everybody's going to have like their music that they grew up listening to and all that kind of shit. But like, I feel like people's music change as they should. I feel like it's pretty normal, but like most people's music should change as they get older.
I don't know. I've liked MXPX since I was 12 years old.
I mean, bro, I am almost 40 years old and I'm still listening to fucking pop punk, dude. Like literally, I was just listening. I don't know if you've heard this band Arm's Length.
Yeah, Arm's Length is sick.
Bro. Holy shit.
But that's another thing I've always respected about you and I is like our music taste doesn't really put us in a box. Like we can literally go from like I was listening to Paris earlier this morning. He's got a great album called The Devil Made Me Do It. Came out in the early 90s. But then later on, I was listening to Paramore with my daughters. Like it's a spectrum. It flows, you know.
Yeah.
I think you should.
I mean, I was literally just having this conversation with Shannon because Shannon, like, whenever she gets in the car, she never fucking knows what's gonna come on that radio.
Yeah.
And like the other day, like fucking country came on, and she's like, "You in this goddamn country?" I'm like, "Well,
you know what? You know what's funny?
Like,
I was telling my wife recently that I wish I could go back in time and start a career as a country musician because it's the easiest genre to be successful in because they all have a cult following. They all have their own little radio stations. You make one little fucking country hit. You're playing country music festivals for fucking ever. And it's the simplest fucking formula of the songwriting that there is. Pop country music,
but
it's the simplest fucking songwriting there is.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it's simple, but isn't kind of punk rock the same kind of way.
Are you kidding me? It is so simple. Like listen to country music radio and you'll be like, man, all these songs are saying the exact same things. Of course they have to be good songs, but it's not that hard to make. It's really not.
All you have to do is listen into A Day to Remember's new song and you will understand.
Listen, I don't talk shit about bands, but I don't fuck with A Day to Remember. And it's not a personal level. I don't have anything against them, but like
I love A Day to Remember.
I'm sorry. It's just not for me. It's
not
I know.
For me.
I'll
and
leave it at that.
I get it. I fully understand. But their newest song and their newest video featuring Seth Rollins is, and I was talking to Mark about this. It is so crazy that if you probably switched up like 3 to 4 chords of the song, it would hands down be the hottest country song of the summer.
Yeah.
Like it would be the biggest country song of the summer. But now it's probably just going to be the top pop punk song.
But that's what I'm saying. Country music's so formulaic. Like literally spend an hour listening to country music radio and be like, man. And
I do it all the time.
And then the thing is, you're going to hear of artists that you will not hear of unless you're in their universe and stuff like that. So it is kind of similar to punk rock and that thing. But like these motherfuckers, all of them got money. All of them got money. Even like the lowest tier celebrity in country music, they all got money, dog. All of them.
And then eventually, like when you don't feel like making music anymore, you just host a reality show.
Or you're just a fucking, goddamn judge on fucking American Idol or some shit.
That's what I'm saying. You just host a reality show.
It's like, what did you do? Oh, I sold 6 million country albums. Well, I didn't know that. You don't listen to country music. That's why you didn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, throw some my way and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
All right. Let's see. What should we do next? What did we do? We did food, music. All right. Well, hit me with your top hip hop artists and top hip hop group.
All right, so my favorite hip hop artist, like of all time. Who do I listen to more than anybody? God, I don't.
See, it's tough. It's tough. It's a hard question, like being put, like, even though you
tough.
just asked me.
Spot. It's like, no, I like these on the spot questions because I feel like when you're on the spot, you're the most honest that you'll ever be. Because the first person that comes to mind is Nas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean,
my favorite hip hop group, I can't name one without the other, but The Roots and Outkast. Plain and simple.
If I wasn't going to say Wu-Tang, my next would have been Outkast, like, for sure. But as you being Mr. Atlanta and you being the Atlanta dude, Outkast makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but my love for Outkast has nothing to do with the city of Atlanta. There's plenty of Atlanta rappers I will tell you are trash. I won't tell you on here, but I'll tell you on camera. There's plenty of Atlanta rappers that are trash. But Outkast and Earth Gang and JID. I know sometimes people say JID, sometimes people say JID, but like those dudes are holding the fucking torch for Atlanta right now. Earth Gang and JID, oh my God. Fucking amazing. They're picking up right where Outkast left off. They're fucking incredible. And I don't give a fuck if you're from Atlanta or not. Like, if you were trash, I'd fucking tell you. But if you don't listen to Earth Gang and you don't listen to JID, you're missing out. Two staples of Atlanta music right now. On top of that, big time T.I. fan, big time Jeezy fan. Holy shit, I'm a big time Jeezy fan.
Yeah, fucking
big
Jeezy,
time Jeezy.
Yeah.
Big time Gucci. Like, straight up. Like, but even if those guys weren't from Atlanta, I would still fuck with them just as hard because they're that fucking good.
I think I will honestly say I think the Recession might be like one of my number, like, it's probably like top 5, like, put on and go ride my bike.
What I will say about Jeezy is like I've ever since Motivation 101, I've listened to him since those albums, heard the mixtapes, everything. I've never heard a Jeezy song that I didn't think was at least okay. Like, I've never heard a song by Jeezy where I'm like, this is trash. I've never heard a trash song.
I think that's
by
when
him,
you got
ever.
me into him, was like Thug Motivation 101.
Was it?
I remember. I think you had the CD maybe back then. Of
no,
101?
no. When I was living on Sandy Creek, what the fuck was the name of that album? Was it The Inspiration? I think it was The Inspiration that came out.
I don't remember. Because I remember,
the album with I Love It on it. That's The Inspiration, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that was hot. Because at that time we had Rick Ross coming out, we had T.I. with What You Know, with the King album coming out. Like, that time for hip hop was hot as fuck. It was fucking awesome. And the Southeast was the mecca of hip hop music at that point. Holy shit.
Yes. Yeah, because I do remember, because there was always one song that one album that we always used to listen to back in the day. Like,
it was The Inspiration. And I was also really big into The Game at that point too. I used to love it. He had that one album, what was it, Doctor's Advocate, something like that. Anyways, I used to fuck with The Game really hard at that point too.
The one that Pat always used to spin on.
Yeah,
vinyl.
the one that Pat used to spin on. R.I.P. Pat, love you, dude.
R.I.P. Love you, man. Miss you down here.
Yeah.
And it was the documentary, I think.
The document. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah, because I remember he always used to spin that shit on vinyl. So
yeah, I know, man. God, he was so good.
Yes.
Another lifetime. God damn. All right. You got any more?
I think that's it.
All right, dude.
I think that's it for tonight.
All right. Well, other than that, I'm gonna get out of here and play some more WWE 2K25 because I've been downloading shit because it's so cool that I can find all these community. Because the thing about community creations, they're so fucking cool because video games are weird, so I could be proven wrong, but I'll probably never see another WCW video game for the rest of my life. So the fact that I can download all these old wrestlers, put them in Monday Night Nitro, create my own little fucking universe is fucking awesome, and I've been diving into it.
And the rings, which is even cooler.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Like,
dude.
you can have the arenas from back then too.
The arenas, and like there's some of these creators are so meticulous and make them look insane. It's wild. So,
and I don't get how they do it, because like I have kind of like tried to deep dive into some of that creation shit, and like I can't figure it out. Yeah. Like I have no idea.
It's beyond my comprehension. It really is.
absolutely insane.
But like
it really
like
is.
I said, with the way that the gaming community is and nostalgia, there could be another WCW game at some point. But
I highly doubt it.
right now there isn't. But the fact that I can download like Alex Wright and put him in a match against Fit Finley and they look just like
Hell
them,
yes.
like it's fucking
yeah.
badass. So I spend my time doing that. But Ian, if you want to tell everyone where to find it. Oh, also the Spotify playlists are out. They're out.
Oh, they are. Yes,
They're out.
ladies
They're
and
out.
gentlemen.
And
we have our custom-made Spotify playlist.
The Spotify playlist, the official TTATO podcast playlist is out, along with my picks and Ian's picks. They're gonna float though. They're gonna consistently change. However, the official playlist for the podcast, the songs will change, but the artists on them will stay the same because they're artists that we've mentioned on this show, and they've artists that have appeared on the show. However, once a month, my picks and Ian's picks are going to completely change. It's going to be a completely new podcast. Playlist every single month. So stay tuned. You can fucking see what me and Ian listen to. You can kind of get to know us better, see what we're into at the moment for that month. And it should be fun.
Yeah, and make sure when you're searching on Spotify for those that you search TTATO Podcast ATL. It's a completely separate playlist.
Yeah.
If you're trying to find us,
It'll
if you're
pop
trying to
right
find the
up,
actual pod, it will. And if you're searching for the actual podcast, it's This, That, and the Other with
Right.
Joey and Ian. And as that'll appear on every other streaming platform that we are on, just search This, That, and the Other with Joey and Ian. It goes the same thing for YouTube. If you search us on YouTube, it's This, That, and the Other with Joey and Ian. Make sure you do This, That, and the Other with Joey and motherfucking Ian. And then if you search us on Instagram, it's TTATO Podcast ATL, which also, coincidence, is the name of our playlist on Spotify.
Yep.
So to sum it down, we are TTATO Podcast ATL. This is This, That, and the Other. I'm Ian. He's Joey. We'll be here. We love you guys. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next time.
All right, cool. You got time to get your ass beat, or is it too late?
Shit. Beat me in a wrestling video game?
Yeah, I
Get
got
down,
you,
bro.